What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Big 12 Media Days. We'll break down my thoughts. There's not much to talk about, but the big thing, look at the Big 12. We also see from all the coaches. It's great to hear from Texas, or State Education. The big ones, Brett Venables from Oklahoma, Stoney Dex from TCU. You also heard Lance Leopold from Kansas, the Texas Tech coach, everybody coach, all the big players in the Big 12, you're from them. That's what we'll talk about many days. Maybe let's just see what they had to say. There was a lot of coverage of the Big 12 Media Days. So there's that. So Big 12 Media with the first conference. So that was like a week ago. They're the first conference. It's all the Big 12 Media Days. SEC, I would say, done a video on that. Sorry, I've done. Sorry, we'll do a video on that. Sorry. Oh, I may have done. I'm not sure. If not, I'll do it. But at some point, anyways, that's coming up. What came up right after this Big 12, and then after SEC is the Big 10 and the Pac-12. So we'll hear from that as well. So one thing I want to point out is this. This is pretty cool. I thought was very interesting to look at, and it was basically the preseason media poll. They had Texas 1, Kansas State 2, Oklahoma 3, and Texas Tech 4. Look at the top 6 first of all. Texas Tech 4, TCU 5, Baylor 6. I completely agree with this. I think Texas with the Big 12, they're really big too. Kansas State, second best team. I would actually put Texas Tech at third. Why? Because Texas Tech is a good team, okay? And they don't get a lot of hype around here, but they're going to be a good team. They're one of the best. Look at Big 12. Besides Texas, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Kansas State is Texas Tech. And obviously now the addition of Cincinnati, BYU. So, there you have it. Oklahoma, we have 4. I'll switch to Texas Tech, Oklahoma. Baylor probably 4, maybe. So, Oklahoma, they should be interesting to see how they do well in 2023 for Venables. TCU looks at 4-5, which makes sense. Pretty good team. I just don't know if they can repeat what they did last year. Baylor, some cliff. The big one for me is Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy. Oklahoma State also was good last season until they fell off the face. I think Oklahoma State's gonna be the best. Look, they were the best good teams out in the Big 12. Like a lot of people don't give respect or hype on Texas, Oklahoma State. So, but I think Oklahoma State will be great. UCF, one of the new, so other the new people that joined, I think UCF will be really good. I do agree them being 8 right there. I think UCF's gonna be good. Kansas, I think it's gonna be Kansas gonna be okay season. Obviously, I know it's like great things of them, but I really pretty good season there. Houston, okay season. Cincinnati, I thought they should be top 10. Cincinnati's good, especially on Lou Fickle. They were a really good team. I just truly believe that Cincinnati, and they're good. What if it's 14? Makes sense. The worst team in the Big 12. So there you have it. This is the 1 to 10, 14, all the 14 teams in the Big 12 ranked and where they kept them. So there's that. So that's one of the big main takeaway from the Big 12. There you go. The big ones I want to point out is quotes. What Ben Venables had to say. Talk about yes, Cougars. Talk about the first question. One of the few questions I liked he was asked. He's asked about coaching the Pittsburgh game, and your final vote of Oklahoma be at BYU. And talk about Cougars. A little bit. His boy at Kansas, at Oklahoma. Talk about BYU. They talk about Gundy and the rivalry we continued. But whether or not we to play them in the future, nobody asked me what I think. They asked me to tell them what I think. I love to play the game. But we'll play schedule. So I think he's basically answered the questions straight forward for the most part. Nothing else really stands out to me from him. What else? Mike Gundy is the same point too. Let's see what he said. Mike Gundy, he was asked about the rule change, new clock changes. He says it should be a big factor in games. In my opinion, I think we still see teams leave it 6 or 7 minutes or less fast, 50 years or so, being zero unprotected. If you have the ability to rush the ball with the clock, continue to move first down, very similar to what's the NFL. The game is playing much quicker. It could be different when passed. It asked about UCF and what newcomers and a trip to UCF. Said I'm really excited for 4 teams to come to conference. I think they're all also for Big 12. They touched that I think a lot of things to be excited for. Except about Mike Garson and the coach. There's that. What else he asked? Yeah, it goes back to the same point. Big point. The clock rule plays factor ability to run. I'm guessing everybody realizes that at the end of the game, you can't rush the ball. If the third pass is incomplete, the clock stops. You try to run the clock if you try to run the clock out. You got allowed to officially rush the ball and use the clock if you want to. Thoughts with that? That's pretty much the big one for Mike Gundy's asking about that. Story Dex was listening to what he has to say. Anything thank you for about him and plans for the let's see here. Not big much takeaways from here. Why he just asked mainly the questions. He said one of them obviously talk about replacing Max versus Max, but also Bruce Wrong. I think I like Kendrick Miller. Yes, I think we make a team. Good at you. Ability to focus on what we can control. I think that's what made us the group special season all along. So we talk about that and talk about a couple of things. Baylor. So he basically answered the question. Those are some of the big takeaways for him. Obviously, hearing from Starkeesian was pretty cool. And he asked about the game. I guess text says, "Okay, extra weight on. Hopefully, we're coming to get into the championship game." But what reality is, he has some long term. So yeah, there's that. So recruiting to Quinn viewers he at top. And that's what it says. I don't know what surprised me. I don't know what you guys do at night. So you guys are late. People guys who pick where, quite frankly, and doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't matter, right? That's how we play and what we do. That's how why I choose to be head coach of Texas University, Texas, and how players come to University, Texas, and will come with great with responsibility and great expectation to cover that. With that it comes with that comes the responsibility and expectation of that. That's the true thing. There's a big say that because great part of this sort of expertise to come with that. And that was Alabama game. So those are the big ones for the Big 12. Obviously Texas Tech coach, what was his name? Joey McGuire. That's how can that remember his name? I'm not gonna ever see it, but this last one I'm gonna talk about. But he basically asked him what his question about Steam. He says he asked one question I thought was pretty cool. He asked was this one. When he asked about fourth down attempts for FBS last year, he says I would say both. That's a great question. I think we see more of the game. Any game more become more analytical whenever it comes to that. Great. And the numbers. Talk about that. He asked about the new teams entering coming in. He's like, well, it's a tough conference. I heard Dana say yesterday. Being in this conference is not so easy week. There's no easy week. Every single team can be every team in the conference. It's not that like most conferences, which is true. Excited about the new numbers. Fired up Houston back to where they belong. Should have happened many years ago. Love what BAU does. Style play. No coach Mazan forever. He's a high school player like me. High school coach like me, and success he has gone everywhere. Look at Cincinnati. There's another team that played the Final Four 2 years ago. It's tough conference, more competitive conference in every single sport. You think, and so that's basically. So those are the big key takeaways from the Big Ten, the Big 12 media days. So there you go. They have it. Sports talk. I would like to subscribe to the channel, and I was supposed to talk about signing out. I'll see you next video. Peace.